Alrighty. Ow. Okay. We're here. I got this fucking spot on the upper left side of my jaw that is bugging the absolute shit out of me. Behind one of my teeth. I don't know if I need to get my wisdom teeth pulled or something. I mean, everybody reaches this point at some point of their life. I feel something poking through my gums, and every time I go to feel that area of my mouth, it feels like there's some tooth poking my mouth. And it fucking hurts like shit. So I'm pretty sure I need to get my wisdom teeth pulled at some point. Because this is going to annoy the absolute shit out of me. So, what's up? We're here. Alright. So, here we go. I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna give you guys the update. Nidus has 37 forma. I grinded a lot last night. The goal in this stream is to get him as close to 50 forma as I can. Or the 51 forma that I've got currently. Or how many forma do I have left? Whatever. The goal in this stream is to use all the forma that I've got left. Also, you may be noticing that I have Abundant Mutation on. For those of you who aren't familiar with that decision, I figured that since I'm going to 300 forma, I might as well try Abundant Mutation to get 300 stacks.
Has Arthur been in here? There's little sword holes in the floor.
Alright. Oh. I'm already done. Okay. Interesting. Alright. So considering that it usually takes me at least sometimes a minimum of 8 to 10 minutes to get a frame maxed out on this steel path, or to get him maxed out on steel path, by the hour mark, if I run it and gun it enough, I should run out of forma by the hour mark. There is literally only one reason I picked this up. Because I haven't picked them up in God knows how long. Just bear with me. Right, I gotta get to the screw bar. Hey, buddy.
Spore contamination is getting out of hand. Start holding your breath.
Ooh. Mine.
Activate a scrubber, set off some Spore X, or get the hell out of there!
Ooh. Ow! This is why I hate abundant mutation.
Tick, tick, tick! Time's running out!
Wow. Abundant mutation actually just killed me.
All of you! You take your dirty hands off him right now!
Wow. Somebody's pissed. That's my sister. Shit. I didn't know you thought that strongly about me. You take your dirty hands off them right now. I blanked out for a split second and I lose all of my stats. Where is this fucking Jade Eximus? You're a problem. How many of you are there? What's up, Green Master? I do not like abundant mutations. That is why. I blanked out for 2 seconds and I lost 200 stacks. Oh my god, I can't handle that. It is Wednesday, my dude. Yes, indeed.
House brothers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff you might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too.
Get to this house
You hit this mission's minimum threshold. But you didn't come down here to do the minimum, did you?
Nope.
Man, they don't make PPE strong enough to handle what you're breathing in. Extract! Now!
I must tell you, enemies like those wormy waffles and side-talking snob snakes that you fight so often, well, they're beneath you. And I'm glad that I came by, so maybe you didn't have to anymore. There, I said it.
Oh, damn. That sister of Carvos was actually kind of a sweetheart. Shit. I may wind up keeping y'all after all. I had to lose 200 stacks and get a random fucking corpus to save my life. I was like, who the hell is this chick? Lock onto the... Damn! Yo, we've got to reach 300. Oh. I think we might be at 300. Almost.
A little close, no? Activate a scrubber, set off some Sporex, or get the hell out of there!
You're not having that. I'm not having that happen again. The Jade Lighter gets in the fucking larva. The other Jade Lighter dies. This is why I don't like Jade Light Eximuses. The first one killed me and took 200 stacks. The second one activated them dying and is putting me on edge the way that they're doing.
Start holding your breath.
Stop it. Stop putting me on edge. I hate abundant mutations. with a passion. Why would you give Undying a cooldown? It is the only thing that makes Nidus immortal. I mean, yeah, sure, there are a lot of other things that I've got going for me, but still, that is not good. Yeah, sure, let's just give Wukong's immortality techniques a fucking cooldown before they can kick in again.
Get a little close, no?
That seems like a great idea, doesn't it, DE? Or better yet, let's just fucking turn off Inaros' sarcophagus. When we come out with an augment for him. Yeah, let's just make their passive abilities completely useless. Jesus Christ. Like, how can Nidus get such a big boost, but such a big downside at the exact same time? Like, yes, I have 300 stacks over 100, but I have a 30-second cooldown to my one immortality technique that keeps me alive in situations like this. I'm taking Abundant Mutation off. I can't afford to lose stacks like that in the middle of a mission and then have to gain them back. Like, have to gain all 300 stacks back in the middle of a mission. Like, I can't do that. Like, I gain the 300 at the start of the mission, and then that carries me until the end.
Playing it a little close, no?
Like, if I fuck up once, and I lose those 300 stacks, I officially take off the augment. And I lost those 300 stacks. But the only reason I did not
strike to win. The less.
Yes, I am a blade. I exist to strike. I strike to win. The lesson ends. But the way I'm going to strike, I need to realize that more sometimes isn't always better. Nidus is so much stronger without Abundant Mutation. Matter of fact, can I take you guys into the mind of a Nidus main real quick? Look at each of these augments. Ravenous augment. Nidus has a chance for additional mutation stacks while in the infestation. The base 60% chance increases with power strength, and multiple stacks are possible above 100%. Currently, my Nidus is at level 30. That success chance is at 102. If I don't put another Forma into him. With the Umbral mods the way that they are, even without parasitic vitality, even with parasitic vitality, even without the whole set of Umbral mods, I'm still kicking ass. With 102 success chance. Multiple stacks are possible. with the success chance above 100%. Sure, it's only slightly above 100%, but that doesn't stop it from being above 100. Now if we go over here to parasitic vitality. Nidus and any ally he's bound to gain 4% max health per mutation during parasitic link. Look at this. 6.8% health. 85% damage redirection. The only thing that I'm really missing is that extra 5% damage redirection. And it is driving me up the walls on how to get it. And I think I know just how. I need a little bit of bile to take out that Archon shard for 15% duration and put it in for ability strength instead. Then we go over to Larval Burst. This is one of my favorites. Reactivate larva to detonate and deal 600 toxin damage in an 8-meter radius. This damage stacks for every enemy grabbed by the larva. I don't think it says this blatantly, but I'm pretty sure this damage also stacks for how many mutations you've got. And then we've got Teeming Virulence. Oh, I also forgot to mention Archon Continuity. Toxin status effects will apply corrosive status effects. So, Larva Burst gets corrosive with you having Archon Continuity. And it's up longer, too. So, bonus. And finally, Teeming Virulence. The augment that I really don't use all that much. But with Coda Basicist being a thing, I've started to use it. Hitting 4 enemies with Virulence grants 120 primary weapon critical chance for 15 seconds. Me personally, I would have changed that to 5 enemies, since you need to hit 5 to gain a full stack. But whatever. 120 primary weapon critical chance for 15 seconds. That's essentially Blood Rush for your primary weapon. That's 3 stacks of Blood Rush for your primary weapon if you hit somebody with your first ability. For 15 seconds. And that refreshes. The only augment of Nidus that I don't have on this build because I absolutely despise it, because you just saw it in action, is Abundant Mutation. I can't handle, especially the fact that I have only 650 health on this build in particular, and 500 when I Forma him. I can't handle losing 300 stacks. Nidus is a frame of mine that I like to main because of my OCD. I like to watch the numbers climb. I don't like to watch them go down. When I'm at 300, and I just see all those stacks just going down and down and down and down and down and down, do you have any idea how much dread that fills me with? Like, I worked so hard to get to that point, and then it's just gone. But either way, those are the 4 augments that I'm using currently for Nidus. This is my Nidus build. 85% energy back upon being damaged, and Parasitic Vitality, Insatiable, Larval Burst, Teeming Virulence, Umbral Intensify, Umbral Fiber, Prime Sure-Footed, and Dreamer's Bond. This is my Nidus build. completed with Arcane Grace, Arcane Guardian, 5 Tau Force Archon Shards, blue ones for health regeneration, or red ones for ability strength. And there you go. That is how you play Nidus. Or play him however the fuck you want. I don't really care. Just as long as I see more Niduses in public squads. You can keep him up so easily. Why don't people play Nidus? Can I actually look that up on the internet real quick? Why don't people? That's so sad. I looked up why don't people, and the very first thing at the top is why don't people like me? That's sad. Oh. Why don't people play Nidus? So he's a more solo frame. I see now why people don't play him. Can be challenging to play effectively in public matchmaking due to his reliance on building mutation stacks by hitting enemies, which can be disrupted by teammates who quickly kill enemies, and his lack of shield gating, impacting his survivability. Well, I don't care. I mean... is Nidus just no good? Who said that? This was posted July 18th, 2018. Anybody out there using Nidus a lot that can help me understand his strengths? This guy probably already knows the secrets to Nidus by now, but I wish I could say something. Play him solo if you're having trouble playing, or... Wait. What was his issue? What is his issue specifically? He just doesn't seem to be good enough to choose over other frames I have for any particular mission types. He's good but suffers by comparison. Currently I use him to access the bio room on my ship. What? He doesn't seem good enough to choose over other frames. Sir, I'll have you know I've been using him over other frames for the past 6, 7, 8 years. It's because of his survivability that he's better than other frames. Sure, it's hard to gain stacks in public squads, but when you can actually find a group of enemies to huddle down and gain stacks from, you're unstoppable. And really, you don't need stacks if you've got the proper weaponry for them. Which I do. You just need to make sure that you are using the proper weapons. Okay, hold the fucking phone. For anybody struggling to play Nidus, here are my tips. Let me just get into the infested chair real quick before I actually start going over my tips on how to play Nidus. As somebody who has been maining him since the day he's released, I have a few tips on how to play Nidus. So, it says here that he is very challenging to play effectively in public matchmaking due to his reliance on building mutation stacks by hitting enemies, which can be disrupted by teammates who quickly kill enemies, and his lack of shield gating impacting his survivability. Well, if you guys are having trouble building stacks and surviving, there is a weapon to help you survive that I used for the longest time on Nidus. It's called the Hirado, which recently came out with a Coda variant with the new Technosite Coda update. You don't have to spend platinum buying the Hirado. You can just go out and find yourself a Technosite Coda, which is infinitely easier to kill than a Kuvalich or Sister of Parvos, and just grab yourself a Technosite Coda Hirado. And the Coda Hirado functions a lot like the regular Hirado. It gives you lifesteal on attacks, and it increases your maximum health by 5% for a maximum of 25% total. If you guys are struggling to keep Nidus alive, use the Hirado as his primary melee weapon. Let's see. As for gaining stacks, if you guys are struggling to gain stacks, there is an augment for that. Insatiable. Granted, you need to gain at least 3 in order to activate Ravenous and actually gain that additional success chance. But still, there is an augment to make it easier to gain stacks. And it scales with power strength. Here, I will type it out in chat and show you guys what the mod looks like. It's called, like I said, it's called Insatiable. Gives you a base 60% chance to increase mutation stacks while standing in the infestation zone of Ravenous. And it can increase from 60% with power strength. It even says that in the card. So if you can get this augment, you'll be good. You can find it from the Red Veil. You can find it from Steel Meridian. Pretty sure you can... Actually, I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 factions you can find it from. Either that, or you can trade it with a player for a little bit of platinum. I think the augment's like 15 platinum. Like, all you gotta do is just give somebody a little bit of platinum, take the mod home, upgrade it a little bit if it's not upgraded already. But now for the real tips on how to play Nidus. Or at least... Oh god. I'm so sorry. Or at least what I consider the real tips on how to play Nidus. So, to really keep him alive over the course of playing him and gaining his stacks, it's really all about reading his tips. It says that if you cast his larva close to the ground, it's easy to help you gain stacks. If you guys are struggling to gain stacks, you're most likely not casting his larva properly. But Nidus is also one of them frames that you have to play solo. Or if you're gonna play with a public squad, you really need to know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're gonna get your thunder stolen. But essentially, really what you want to do, try not to waste time gaining stacks. Try to make it a quick process. If you see a group of enemies, don't instantly try to gain stacks if you're near your teammates. That's my tip. In fact, watch the map. See how your teammates react. See what they prioritize. As a Nidus, your goal is the enemies. Because sometimes Nidus can heal the objective with his Ravenous. So, your goal is to gain stacks. So you can survive. But also so you can be the support of the team. Because Ravenous heals not only the objective at some points, but also you and surrounding teammates. Not to mention with augments like, if you'll give me just 1 second to type it out in the chat log, parasitic vitality, and you're linking up to an ally to gain 4% max HP with mutation stacks, you could link up to an ally and turn a Naros into a fucking god at 100 stacks. You could give somebody who's got like 16,000 health, 32,000 health. And on top of that, you could be an Naros' best friend. Like, Nidus is just, he's so versatile. Like, pretty much, this is just me trying to get more Niduses in public squads. And I can see the DE is trying to do the same thing by coming out with more augments for him. Or at the very least, if they're not trying to get more Niduses in public squads, they're at least trying to see if people will use him more. But, to make a long story short, Nidus is a mid frame. And I'm not saying that because of his playstyle. I'm not saying that because of anything else. I'm not saying that he's a mid-frame in a bad way or a good way. I'm saying that he's a mid-frame in terms of playstyle. He's a frame that you have to be patient with. Patience is a virtue, they say. You'll gain those stacks at some point, but you need to be patient. See, the key is to cast Larva close to the ground, and if you've got Insatiable, to cast Insatiable every time you're about to start gaining those stacks. For increased stack gain. Really, all half the battle is with Nidus is just getting him built properly. Once you have him built properly, then you just gotta figure out how to play him. But if you'll just give me a second to hop up from my chair, I'll show you the build that I've got on my Nidus. And if you guys are struggling to play Nidus or build Nidus, you guys can just copy my build, or as close to my build as you can get it, and now, for those of you that don't have the Umbral mods, these mods will work fine. Just normal steel fiber and normal intensify. Or if you do have the Umbral mods, put them on. But if you don't have the Umbral Forma for it, I would recommend not doing it. Because, or if you've got a shit ton of Forma like I did, then polarize every slot. But you're gonna need steel charge at least. If you don't have at least one Umbral Forma, I think. But this is my Nidus build. Like, with all of his abilities on it. Like, with none of the Helminth abilities being used to swap him off. Yeah, this is my Nidus build. But, anyways. My tips on how to play Nidus. I don't mean to sound like a Souls player. But just get good at playing him through looking at other tips from other players, looking at the tips from his ability menus, and learning by example from how other Niduses play, and formulating your own builds on how to play Nidus. Because Nidus is as adaptable as the infestation he controls. And with the Helminth abilities, he can really be made for whatever mission you could possibly think of. I mean, he could be made for spy missions with perspicacity. You could just replace Parasitic Link with perspicacity, and boom, he's made for spy missions. But I'm serious. I feel like I don't need to say anything else. I feel like I've said enough. But I don't know if any of this was ever actually valid to begin with. I don't know if any of what I said was ever actually valid. But I hope it was. I hope that some of you actually got something from this. And those of you that are trying to be Nidus mains can actually get something. And learn from this. I really hope you do. Because, like I keep saying in all of my other streams and all of my other videos, I'm doing the best I can with what little I've got. And if somebody can learn how to play Nidus from this short little 14-minute clip, then I've done my job. Okay. So what do you say we keep going? Let me just do this. I don't know if, like I said, if any of that was actually decent, but like I said, I tried. just trying to get rid of some of these clips so that my fucking storage isn't always full. What's up? Welcome to the stream. I hope I didn't just miss that comment, being so invested in everything. Alrighty. So let's see. I've got 37 format in him right now. He's max rank. Okay. So now we put another Omni format into him and we head back out. Okay, dokie.
Would you like me to steer your body around one day? Yes, I know it's not the same, but it would be fun. I'd get you in so much trouble.
Okay. I know that well, let me have a smoke. I don't mean to not welcome anybody to the stream properly. Sometimes I just get talking and I completely forget that I'm streaming. Or I start walking around my room and I'm not paying attention to the screen and I miss the comments. So I do want to apologize if I did miss that comment to that guy watching, if they're still here. Probably not, but it's nice to imagine that somebody's still here. Anyways, if everybody will just give me a minute to have a smoke, we'll keep going. Yeah, that's not fun. I'm not smoking that anymore. Fuck. I can't even fucking talk. That's how little fun I was having. Let's go.
Their rage is torment to them. massive. Give all warriors
Oh,
death.
shut up. I'm not stopping. Nobody's answering that, right? I'm up here now. Cool.
See? My ass is out here on the line too. Look at this mission's minimum threshold. You didn't come down here to do the minimum, did you? 60 seconds is critical. Activate a scrubber, set off some spore eggs, or get the hell out of there. Get a little close, no?
What is this now?
Spore contamination is getting out of hand. Start holding your breath.
Alrighty. And that was perfect timing too, because we just hit the hour mark. Oh, shit. Now what? Well, if everybody will give me just 1 second to use the restroom, I'll come back, we'll smoke up, and then I'll figure out what we're gonna do next. I'm here, and so is Woody. The baddest of felines. I'm here. Would you like to say something to the audience? Would you like to say hi? Would you like to say hello? Woody says hello. Why did I get up from my chair? Woody! Come here, little guy. Come here. Yeah. What's up with you? Bop. Bop, 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 bop. Yes. Yes, him's adorable. Him is adorable, and he knows it. Again, why did I get up from my chair? I'm not done smoking yet. What are you doing, little Woody? Started streaming 64 minutes ago. 464 subscribers. 4 hours and 64 minutes ago. That's 5 hours and 4 minutes. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking straight nonsense. Where's Woody? He was just here. Oh, there you are. Come here. Come here, buddy. I'm not mad at you. Come here. Come up here. Aw, he's so cute. You're so cute. Such a cute little bugger. Oh, Hims wants hugs and pettings. Come here so I can give you hugs and pettings. Oh, he left. What I'm doing? Him's being weird. Him is being weird. Scoot over. Just being weird. 1 minute him wants hugs and pettings. Then I go to give him hugs and pettings and then he leaves. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You are weird. Just don't cough. You'll ruin it. It's not even in anymore. Alright. That was a good hit. I wasn't even holding the hit during that. That was after the hit. Holy shit, dude, that was a good hit. God damn, I think I need another monster after that. Yeah, I know what everybody's thinking. Wait, you have monster? Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking this morning, too. Apparently 2 cans of monster. mysteriously appeared in the fridge overnight. That one's probably going to be gone by the end of the day. The other one in the fridge. Because I'm drinking the only other one that I've got right now. And it's 10 o'clock. So... yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Energized munition. A sickening pull. I'm sorry, what? I looked up how to turn Sickening Pulse into a nuke. And at the top, the very first result is Nidus. Base abilities. Fire Blast. Sickening Pulse. I'm clicking on it. So right off the bat, he's got Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify. But he does not have Umbral Fiber. Well, guess fucking what? I do. Let's see. Theoretically speaking, heat strips armor, right? And this build is going to wind up being a nuke build, right? So I won't need Archon's eyes anymore. Fire Blast or Sickening Pulse? That's my question. Mecha Pulse. The fuck is that? Do I even have that? I do not. What is this? Mecha Pulse. Killing a marked enemy grants 60% armor for 20 seconds for each enemy within. You have that on instead of Umbral Vitality. Or Umbral Fiber. Where do I even get this? Okay, fuck it. I don't care. So, he's got on overextended, and he's got on stretch. Well, I'm not fucking with the build any more than I already have. Mecha pull. Wait a minute. Companion marks a target every 45 seconds for 6 seconds. Killing the target applies their status effects to all enemies within 15 meters. What the fuck? I just read the description of Mecha Pulse. That's insane. Nylock, get over here. You have no mecha mods. Neither of us have mecha mods. Wait, I refuse. Mark a zone every 45 seconds that inflicts 100 damage to enemies. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, what? No. Not in a million fucking years. They swapped off Virulence for Fire Blast. Not happening. And you mean to tell me you still have Insatiable? How are you gonna gain stacks without your number one ability to gain stacks? Oh my god, that's absolutely nuts. Okay. Why is the ability strength so low, though? Is my question. His ability strength is 110. I don't want it to be so low. Oh, I can actually max this out. I think I very well might. I'm gonna do it. Actually, no. No, I'm fucking not. I have a maxed out flow right here. There's no point in spending 20,000 endo to max this out when I can just deal with this minus the passive. I have plenty of Forma to support this. Fine. I'll play it your way. Okay. Let's try this.
Would you like me to steer your body around one day?
Later. Okay. Fire Blast. Parasitic link. I actually really did like this build. So, if this doesn't work out... And I know what I can call it instead. Instead of Archon's Eyes. Not that one, stupid. Armor reduction, 75%. That's fucking sexy. No overguard from healing flames augment. Aw, you can suck my dick. Actually. So I just have one thing. There's just one thing that's got me tripping. Where the fuck do I get mecha mods? And how well does this work? Because I'm probably gonna combine range and strength for this to try to get them equal. I don't know if I want that much range. Or, fuck, put that back on, actually. Excuse me, Samaris. Can I talk to you?
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would...
Wait.
I see we are of like mind.
Huh?
What a pity this creature will forever be unaware of its contribution to the sanctuary.
Oh, sweet. Thanks. What the hell am I gonna do with 250 endo? I have 20 grand.
But you must prove yourself deserving. These can make you an even stronger hunter.
Can they? What? Samaris. You're selling Umbral mods. Oh my god. You're selling Nidus! Dude!
Do not disappoint me, hunter.
I don't think I'm going to. Can I just hit some Mullicum real quick? Holy shit, I have a newfound respect for this Cephalon. Alright, Hibiki! That goes far, too. Hibiki! Hibiki! It is. 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 That's cool, though. It strips 75% of their armor, and I've only got to do it twice. Hold on a minute. Do I have the energy to do that twice without primed flow? With max energy. Boink, 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 boink. I actually have the energy to do it 4 times with max energy. So I'm stripping their armor fully, definitely. So I don't need Archon flow. So I'm putting Prime Rage back on. Oh. Okay, now I might need it. Wait. Oh, never mind, I don't need it. I still only need to do it twice. And now I'm pretty sure it just does more damage. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, well, Fire Blast is nice. I don't think it's necessarily working on those big enemies. There's only really one way to test it. Downgrade the enemies. I'm gonna have to go see how it performs against Skuldra. Like, normal, base level Skuldra. That actually have armor that I can strip. So the burn proc over time also takes away their armor. So realistically, I only need to do it once. Yeah, y'all don't have armor hardly anymore. Yeah, just keep fucking shooting me. That's definitely smart. I just keep shooting fire blasts out the more you shoot me. Does this affect shields too? Damn, bro, I need fucking less energy to do Fire Blast than I need to do Virulence. I didn't want to activate the tunnel. Ooh, ooh.
30 seconds and you're swimming in spore soup.
it's interesting. But hold on. Something doesn't seem right though. It's supposed to be a nuke. Arcane Strike. What is Arcane Strike? There it is. That doesn't seem right. Why would this be on an ability nuke build? I mean, yeah, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna upgrade this actually. I'm gonna upgrade it again. Okay, you know what? But it's just... Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take off... I'm gonna put on Prime Continuity instead of Blind Rage. And instead of Haunter Adrenaline, I'm gonna put on Archon Flow. Or instead of Rage, I'm gonna put on Archon Flow. Or no, I don't need Archon Flow. I need Blind Rage. So yeah. This is more like it. So what does that actually do? This doesn't do much for Fire Blast. The only thing it really probably affects is Sickening Pulse. Duration 2 seconds. Yeah, seems about right. Here, have some of these. Some of these. You still need bile. Tell you what, we'll hit Duviri. I gotta go piss first. Alright, I'm here. I was thinking of doing a transition yeet, but that would have taken me too long to get back. Come on, Lulu. Okay. I actually just thought of doing something. Hold on a minute. Put this look here instead. Put this look on B. Yeah, I want this look on the Prime look instead. That way, every time I go back to Nidus, this is the look I see first. I just wish it didn't change, like, the skin. Like, you know, the fucking display, like when you were about to go pick the frame. It don't matter, I don't fucking care. That way if Nidus shows up in Duviri, you know what I mean? Now I probably gotta change this look up. How would the Incarnate weapons even look on this skin? Ooh. Okay. I do actually really kind of like that. The only thing I really don't like is how the gold on the pistol seems kind of dull in comparison to the gold on Nidus. If you guys are seeing what I mean. But that's okay, I don't use pistols that much anyway. And if I'm gonna use one, I'm gonna use these. Because the Fel-Arcs turns into a pair of pistols anyway. Actually, no, I'm just gonna use the Fel-Arcs. I know this is supposed to be Zaku's book. Hold on. Fuck it. I do not care. I am changing the colors. I'm changing the colors so that they look more presentable. If that makes sense. There. Make this one black. Make the pages white. Oh wait, that actually isn't making the pages white. That's making the trims of the pages white. I don't know what that's doing. This skin probably would have looked better. Excuse me. Oh, who the fuck am I actually kidding? Out of all the weapons that my character would use, he would never use a goddamn book. Let's be real here. What am I actually going to be using? If I color these right, they could probably look like they're growing out of my character. But they just don't look right. Even if I skin them. Fuck it, bro. I'm not using a secondary. Actually, I got a better idea. Don't fix what ain't broken. Use my shotgun. Use my pair of pistols. I worked my ass off to get these fucking Coda weapons. Fuck the Zeraman Void weapons. It didn't really work too hard to get these Coda weapons, but still, I want to use them. Now let's check navigation, see what Duviri looks like. Okay, we got Umbra, Corvex, Varuna, Inaros, and Sevagoth. Okay. I think I know who I'm gonna take. Give me this one. Alright, Arthur. Come on, let's go. Grab your shit.
They don't stand a chance against us. Keep an eye out.
Gave us Kiva weapons. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. The Kuva Twin Stubbers, the Mutilus Cernos, bro. Also, why is it Umbra again?
Calling on me? Must be serious.
Yeah, I specifically chose.
The fearful conspirator. Afraid to go outside? and afraid to be shut in. Sybil lived a timorous life. Usually she was too scared to act, but not always.
They've kept me locked up inside my own mind all these years, frightening me with their tricks. Now I need you to make them afraid. You know what's in those chests the Dax are guarding? Evidence, that's what. I need it, even if you have to go through them to get it.
Oh wait, that was part of the...
Like the first rumblings of a landslide,
I didn't actually mean to do that.
Consequences of Sybil's
I didn't know I was doing the
began
main
to
shit.
build.
Hold on, I'm actually going away from this now. What I need to do is I need to go and I need to customize all of the drifter weapons in here to customize them and look like my Nidus. Or my Zaku. I just need my weapons to look right. I don't want them to, like, look one way in one game and look another way in another game. I just wish that I could copy the suit colors. Haja baja baja. I'm just taking doubles. I'm not even looking for fleet-footed. I'm just taking doubles. That way when I get fleet-footed, I'm like, yeah. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I love this kitty cat.
Something? Scream a little?
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I don't think I'll bother.
Yeah, good idea.
I should have been there. Oh, I hope she knew.
I'm sure she did. Alright, let's go, Torrent. I might rename my horse, actually. Something a little bit more appropriate. I have a shotgun named after Doom Guy. I think I'll name my horse after his rabbit. Daisy. You just said, for the king! Bitch, I am the king!
Everyone's afraid of the Undercroft, even Thrax. It's too close to the void, to him. That's why I'm sending you in there.
Oh, I'm not doing
tried
this.
racing me once.
Alright, fine.
Try again.
You know what? Just for
I
that
say,
confidence.
You! Fancy yourself a writer? Ha ha! A wager then. Impress me, and I'll help you out. What do you say? Beat my time? Best of luck! You'll need it! By the king! You are fast!
Shouldn't have fucked with me, bitch.
How? I've raced that course a million...
I'm a god.
Oh, very
boy.
well. Take this.
Okay, hold on. No. I'll take this one. All the other ones seem boring. Hello, kitty. Oh, Birdo, I love him. Hello, Birdie. I don't like some of them, as you can see. Yeah, I'm just taking a break from the fucking Forma grind. Okay, fleet-footed? No. But I did get something cool. Or this. Honestly, I'm not sure. I want this one again. Oh shit. Well, that was an easy pick. I saw critical damage is doubled and I was like, yep. What the hell is this? Oh, it's just this guy again. Do I get a decree for this at least? Yay. Now we go find that fish! I think I know where one is. There's one, down here. God, I'm fucking freaking out. Come on, Torrent. There. Feed the ravenous maw. We're gonna sit here forever. Give me all the fish, baby! Meow, 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 meow. I want them all! I want all your fishy brethren. I'm pretty sure I get more for actually doing this faster. So this might actually be a pretty good harvest. And I got a fish from it. Cool. Hey, that was a good investment. I'm staying here for a while. Not just because the Ravenous Maw is here, but because I just got fleet-footed. Fleet-footed is one of my favorite degrees. Give me your fishy butt! Give me that nut! How much do I have so far? 440. Dude. Once upon a time, I was getting like 250 for feeding this fishy fish. Locked on target. Locked on target. Yeah. What am I stuck? What is this shit? This is probably the only time I've ever actually failed it, and that's because I got fucking stuck. Are you fucking serious? Fuck off. Eat the fish. Don't get stuck. Damn. It's like the fish are getting more scarce. No! Other way! Stop getting stuck! Fuck! Oh my god, fix it! I'm in the fucking zone eating fish's ass and I just get stuck! Yeah, that's right. You better give me the whole shebang. The whole shabois. Jeepers. How fast am I? I'm gonna go off and have a different type of fun now. Stop it. I need to earn a decree anyway in order for me to be able to leave. Especially after all that grinding. You wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go? My lungs didn't work. I had to do that instead. Okay. The combat in Duviri actually feels kind of... Okay. Cool. Whatever. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, it feels cool. It feels actually kind of interesting.
You ever do requests? You do? Go to the edge and jump.
That's what he'd say. Every day.
Boink. Bing bong. Good enough. Okay, what are we looking like on resources? We've got enough for Hellman for a little bit. But when is the last time I've actually completed a Duviri run? That is a good question. Tell you what, the day I complete a Duviri run is the day they bring Nidus in Duviri. Now let me just feed Helmuth real quick. A boink. Bing. Bink. We have problem. I have to hunt an Eidolon, don't I? You want me to hunt an Eidolon for your greedy ass, don't you? Otherwise, you're gonna be sick of everything I feed you. Oh my god. Helmand, why? There. Helmet has been officially fed. We can put Sickening Pulse on, but if we do, it'll be the only thing we can do with Bile for a long, long time. Unless we go back to Duviri again. Because this greedy bastard wants us to start hunting Eidolon. I need a smoke. I also need to use the restroom. I also need a hit. I need a lot of things right now. But first I need a sip of my monster to finish it off. Alright, give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. I just had to take my pills. I don't know if I took them already this morning or not. I completely forget. So... I don't think I've taken my pills since I've been up. I have a tendency to not do that. I just get up, I just start my morning. I don't fucking care about my pills. I feel like they don't really do anything for me. In terms of my mood, or anything else. Yeah, they either don't have me on a high enough dose, or the pills just aren't doing anything. Because sometimes I don't take my pills and I don't see a difference. But maybe now that I've taken my pills, maybe I'll be able to calm down a little bit. Well, maybe I'll be able to calm down after that. I'm dying. Bruh. You know what I just realized? Me on some hits.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Me on others.
I'm dying. Help me.
Oh, shit. It's so true, though. Like, other hits just bring out the Charlie in me. Just, woo! And then other hits, I'm just like, please, help me. Booga booga. I just had to. Well, hold on a minute. I gotta take this out and put it in for ability strength. There. Because ability duration is high enough. All these are gonna go in for ability strength at some point. And now I need to feed bro some Dale. But I'll feed it to him later. Because you're not getting it if you're bored.
I don't even have enough to feed you then.
Fine. Helmet every day of the week. Helmut when I finally feed him.
We should check each other over for any new blemishes. Want me to do them first? How are we?
I'm bored. What's on your mind? Tell me.
I have seen some appallingly dark shit in people's minds.
Tell me.
If I ever run out of here and just go screaming down the alleys, don't worry. Just wait patiently for me to come back. Because I always will.
Okay.
Not forever, okay?
I don't like how you said that after... Malware.
Labels get called.
Yeah. Cool. Insatiable success chances of 111. Okay. Okay, this is at 90%. .4% max health. I could always swap off this. Put this on. That is almost a 200% success chance. How many stacks am I gaining when that hits 200? What's the Archon for this week? Not you! Oh. You get to live. That's disappointing. Let me know when it's a red one.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Yeah, that's gonna be me when it's a red shard. I would have actually gotten more ability strength from putting the 3 red ones in him normally, instead of taking the 3 red ones that I had and Tau forging them. Which makes absolutely no sense, but whatever. If you ask me, Tau forging a shard should actually make a new type of Archon shard. Or taking 3 shards to allegedly make it a Tau forged shard. If you're if a Tau forged Archon shard is allegedly 3 of the same shard forged into one, shouldn't that 10% ability strength that it innately gives be turned into 30? Now, granted, I know that having a full set of Archon shards for ability strength would mean that that's 150 ability strength without doing anything. With no mods. That's pretty busted. But still, it would make sense. Think about it. Intensify gives a flat 30 ability strength. So does Archon Intensify. Why shouldn't a Tau-Forged Archon Shard give the same as a mod? Why weren't they thinking about that? I mean, yeah, sure, we gotta take into consideration Power Drift, which gives 15 additional power strength. I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, that's not much. And it's really only considered overpowered when you're stacking the Archon shards up to 5 times for 150 additional ability strength. But considering as we have mods to bring that up already, that's not really all that much. We're just doubling what we've already got. 75 additional ability strength from the Archon shards. I just want more power. Because that's Blind Rage and something else. Blind Rage and Transient Fortitude almost. 150 additional ability strength. Without having to put on those actual mods. Can you imagine how useful that would be? I could do so much with my build with that. I could take off Blind Rage and Transient Fortitude on the builds that have it and put on other shit for ability range. Somebody send this to DE. Also, I think I forgot to add this video to the playlist. And the other one that I recorded last night. No, the other one got added to the playlist. It's just this one that didn't get added. I mean, I don't mind the plus 75 ability strength from the Archon shards. I just would have rather preferred it to be higher if they were Tau forged. Like, if you had all 5 of them in. Like, if you honestly ask me, that 15 base ability strength that you get from a Tau forged Archon shard should have been on the base red shard. And then it should have doubled when you Tau forge it. Or, at the very least... Like I said, if it's at 10, you add the 3 10s together to get 30. It just makes sense. But, either way, we're gonna put that thought aside for right now. What would actually make me stronger? Ability strength, definitely. Because I can mod for ability duration pretty easily. I've got narrow-minded and prime continuity. But I need as much ability strength as I can get. Like, without having to do anything. Hell, if it were possible, I would go for ability range without doing anything. But that is not a thing that you can do with these Archon shards. Unfortunately. Either way. God damn it. Do I have to piss again? Hold on. I will be right back. Also, I'm pretty sure I have not said good morning to my grandmother yet. I'm gonna go do that real quick. Okay, I'm back. Ooga booga. Okay. So what are we about to do? What's up, No? Yes. You say hello to the audience too? You have anything else you'd like to say? Hmm? I think Flash wants to come outside. Hold on a minute. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. On second thought, I don't want to smoke this. I don't want to smoke it right now, at least. Come on. Come on, Flash. Oh, do you have anything you'd like to say to the people? Flash doesn't speak much. Ugh. He only speaks when he's speaking to the gods. He just starts meowing to the heavens. Silly boy. Alright. What are we doing? Well, my Fallout daily is reset in a little bit. This has almost been a good 3-hour stream. I'm thinking I'd just sit here and chill with you guys until the 3-hour mark. Maybe we'll do something, I don't know. Mr. Cat. Alright. I know I said that my goal for this stream was simple. Get as much Format into Nidus as possible. You want treats, baby girl? Here. There you go. Now you don't have to eat them out of the bucket. Or out of the can. Or whatever the fuck. You don't have to eat them out of the little treat box. That's for everybody, not just for you. So we've got about 10 minutes before I can end the stream. Why don't we just talk? I don't really know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna talk. Well, I've been doing YouTube now for about 11 years at this point. It'll be... I think I made my channel in December of 2014. So, in December of 2025, it'll be 11 years. But I only recently tried to start making this a career a few years ago. Well, I don't know how many years ago I started trying to actually do this. I forget. You guys may actually have to look up my channel and remind me. But I've been doing this for a while. Actually, I think I've been trying to do this since the day I made my channel. But the ways that I've been trying to do it have just changed over the years. And my intentions on approaching the subject have also changed. But it is what it is. I do what I can with the best I do with what little. Fuck. I do the best I can with what little I've got. Brings me back. That saying actually brings me back to when I first made one of my videos. It was a Dragon Ball Raging Blast video that I recorded on my computer. I'm pretty sure you could actually see me in the reflection. And it was just me voicing over the fights that I had saved as replays. As kind of like little abridged clips. And then it started with me actually streaming. And then that took off. But it didn't take off too much until about when I started streaming Elden Ring. Pretty much, I've just been trying to entertain people to the best of my abilities. I'm not even really trying to make money off of this anymore. Because I get the distinct feeling that YouTube is trying to bury me. I mean, I'm just trying to have fun on my streams with my subs. I'm not hiding who I am on stream. I listen to music, I listen to whatever type of music I want. I don't care if I get copyrighted. I take song requests. I just like to chill with the fans. It all started on Elden Ring. That's where my fan base came from. That's where it really started to grow. The birth of Caveman John. I think I should go back to Elden Ring and treat it like I should. Like I did in the beginning. Treat it like it was a gem. Matter of fact, instead of going to Fallout, I think I'm gonna go to Elden Ring after this stream. Just treat it like the glorious gem that it should be treated like. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna see how many people come in from it. Thank you guys for tuning in, those of you that tuned in live. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so that you never miss another video and you'll be notified when I start a live stream. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody you know. It really helps out with the channel, helps it grow. And as always, if you're not crazy like me, you're not normal. Peace out. I love you guys.